The all-rookie team has been announced for the NBA, and on our first team, we have some names that we are very proud of. Specifically, one, Zachary Edey. Zach Edey is officially a first-team all-rookie player at the end of his first year in the NBA, along with Stephon Castle, Alex Sarr, Zachary Reese-Sachet, and Jalen Wells, Zach Edey's Memphis Grizzlies teammate. I think these were the obvious names. I don't think there's anyone overly upset that anyone was left off here. The first class, this class of rookies is what it is. It wasn't the most prolific class we've ever seen, but all five of these guys had really good years, including Sarr and Reese-Sachet, who at times have been blasted by even us on our channel for not exactly being prospects we believe in. But Edey had a great year, 58% from the floor, averaged 9 and 8 along with 1 assist and 1 block per game as a starter for the Grizzlies. Stephon Castle, probably the rookie of the year here. 15 points a game, 4 assists, 4 rebounds. We'll still wait and see exactly who wins that award. But Chris and Pete come outside. Let's make sure that's said as
Oh,
well.
well, Castle already got it.
Oh, he got rookie of the year?
Yep,
Oh, I must have just missed that.
yep. He was the rookie of the year.
Sorry, I was too focused on telling Kristen Peak to come outside the last 3 weeks.
Yeah, well, she still does need to come outside.
Well, no, she's just tweeting that you should only follow draft people in the building. That's what she was doing. Yeah.
Is she in the building?
She did a big tweet where she tagged like 9 of the big national people that go to the combine. Don't listen to people who don't go to the combine. Kristen, if we listened to you, we would be greatly misled because you told us Zach East one of the worst players of all time, and now he's a first team all rookie NBA player. What's your reaction to this team, Cart?
Well, I mean, classic first reaction as a Pistons fan. I see the guy that I wanted on the second team, and the guy we had a chance to take in Modest Buzelis. I also don't see the Pistons player that we picked in Ron Holland, but that's for neither here nor there. Um, does this finally settle the Zach Edey versus Donovan Clingan debate?
Yeah, Edie was better. Just flat out better. He was better.
It's kind of funny because like there's a lot of guys that people tried to say they wanted over Edey. Like there's people that wanted Ease Misi over Edey. There's people that wanted Khalil Ware over Edey. There's people that wanted obviously Donovan Clean got taken over Edey. People wanted him over Edey, and then all of a sudden you see Edey there on the first team with his Memphis teammate, by the way, and Jalen Wells, who we pointed out on our draft show last year that he was an underrated pick, a guy that could be really really good. I like to pat myself on the back for that.
Yeah, I actually would like to do a shameless, selfish plug here for a second. Last year was the first year we did our scouting report series on the Sleepers channel for NBA draft stuff, and it's a really fun exercise to do. It also last year just didn't perform all that well in the moment. Like we would upload 3 videos a day, they wouldn't really get too many views. And then after the draft, they all went nuts for like 3 days because people look up content on the players they just drafted. So it's a worthwhile process either way. But along the way, we did a big board of 75 players last year that we sorted through. You, me, Ralph, Riley, and tallied it up, came up with a consensus order for our big board. We had Stephon Castle as the number 1 player in the class. That was not the consensus from anyone last year. And he's the rookie of the year. I think all of us were like, this is the best player in the class. I was adamant that Zach Edey was the top 4 player in the class. And I remember we were pretty high collectively. I think we had him like 7th on our big board overall. So I don't want to say like it was me singled out. Like we all kind of knew, like Zach Edey, if you're drafting a big, just draft Zach Edey. I think Sarr and Reese-Sachet are probably the 2 biggest misses for us, but also we had both those guys top 6, top 7. So we weren't like far off here. I forget where we had Jalen Wells, but I don't know, just little substance to like, hey, we did pretty good with our big board. Castle and Edey were kind of the 2 guys that outperformed everything, and we were as high as anybody on them in the pre-draft process last year. We're doing it again this year, by the way, rolling 3 videos out per day. So go watch all our NBA draft content, our coverage. They're really fun videos to do. But I'm happy for Zach Edey, man. I don't know that there's a player that entered the league in the last decade with more loud, undeserved doubts than Zach Edey. Like there were just constant, every step of the way, constant foolish people who just want to discredit everything this guy has done. And all he does is just spit out productive basketball at every step of the way. He's obviously not putting up his college numbers anymore in the NBA, but Like you would think a 9-8 season with a block and an assist as a starting center is probably the floor for him now. Like I wouldn't imagine he gets worse as the years go on. And that's a pretty incredible floor for a guy that everyone doubted so much, you know?
Yeah, I think it's always good to see Zach Edey win. You know what I'm saying? Because I think he does have a lot of hate that comes his way, and it became fun to be on the side of, oh, I don't think Zach Edey's going to do this. I don't think Zach Edey's going to do that, and he ends up doing it. And do you have any like overarching thoughts about
I
this
do.
whole like rookie team though? Can I
I do.
say that?
This class stunk and it lived
Yeah,
up to how bad we said it was.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
Like respectfully, of course, to Mr. Edey. I love you, Zach. 9-8. That's the best center in the class, bar none. First team guy.
Yeah, that's kind of crazy.
Alex Sarr's on this list. He shot 39% from the floor. Like
Did he?
he's bad.
Yeah, like I mean, clean average 6 and 8.
The whole second team is a bunch of guys that don't deserve to be acknowledged. I'm
Hey,
okay.
respect.
Like
Hey, respect Bub Carrington, please.
you go through the years, you can find other like Walker Kessler was on the first team a couple years ago, averaged 9-8. Um, Collectively, the averages across the board for this group are like one of the worst classes of all time, and that was what we billed it as, and I think everyone was right for that.
Yeah, are we sleep on Ricochet?
He was good. He was good. He very deserving of being the first overall pick, I think.
Yeah, which is kind of crazy. So I'll take that as a loss.
Yeah, we have losses and we have wins, but
We
uh,
also we have losses. We also have peaks.
very nice. Why hasn't the Purdue official Twitter account made a graphic on this yet?
I thought they did. I thought I saw it.
Oh, I might have missed it.
You don't have notifications
I
on?
thought they would make like a 90-minute documentary style movie about Zach Edey's first year in the NBA, honestly.
And like everyone congratulating him on being first team
Yeah.
for the first time the first time that Zach Edey has been first team all rookie.
How many decibels do they get in Memphis?
Not enough.
Not enough. That's true. They need more. Congrats, Zach Edey, Stephon Castle. Also, Zach Edey, if this somehow makes its way to you or anyone who is associated with Zach Edey, come on the NBA Draft-A-Palooza live show for us this year. We tried to get you last year, and obviously it was a big night for you to actually enter the NBA. You were a little busy that night, but we had Braden Smith last year. It was a fun time. Zach Edey is my number one ideal guest for Draft-A-Palooza this year.
Thanks.